Lawyers, law firms, traditional law firms are people's names. So, it's Herbert Smith Freehills, it's Mallis and Stephen Jacques. It used to be Blake Dawson Waldron, that was my original firm. And those are real people, and those are people whose names got on the door. They got on the door that they sat behind, and they got on the front of the building. And I think we as lawyers lose sight a little bit of what that means. When your name is on something, everything about that thing represents you. And I wanted this company to do that. I wanted to say to all the lawyers that know me and who know of me that this represents me, right? This is about the kind of quality that I bring to my work, the level of dedication that I've always brought to any dealing that you've had with me, which the standard, that I've worked in, that's what I'm bringing here. And my name is on the door so that ultimately the buck stops with me, and that I felt that really mattered. There's a lot of, this firm is considered a new law. It's considered, because we're not a traditional law firm, we do things differently. So in new law, most new law firms are not named after their founders. They have a different name. They've got some kind of it's not a people name thing. And I wanted to say, look, we've got a foot in both camps. We are the old school law firm with the founders' names on the door. That is us, and that's me. But we are also new law, and we try to communicate that. It's just one name, it's not three names. We do it in the way that we talk about ourselves, and obviously our work speaks for itself. We're obviously not a traditional firm. But it was really important to me, I did not want to hide behind a name of a company that had no person behind it. I wanted them to know who the person was behind that law firm, and I wanted every inch of my reputation to come to that company. And ultimately, and even now, I think the company is bigger than me, and that was always the goal. It should take on its own, it's got its own life, but it should always be a company that people know was founded by someone who is unrelenting and is absolutely focused on the outcome. It's no one who's ever worked with me, doesn't matter whether you're opposite me or on the same side, would ever say that I'm someone who cuts corners or does things the easy way or takes the easy way out. And I wanted that to be part of the company. It was a really big deal to kind of, I'm not being critical of obviously, companies, firms and things that set up with these different kinds of names, but I certainly experienced as someone on the outside, it's like, yeah, but who's in charge? I don't know who's in charge. You've got to Google them. Who's the CEO? Oh, it's so-and-so, it's such and such. And there can be this sort of impression too that some of these things are built to sell. Its name is not attached to a person because it's going to be sold. Law firms don't sell, they merge, but they don't sell. My name is on this. I'm not selling it to somebody else. It's mine, this is it. I'm always going to be here. And that just really mattered to me, to not be hiding behind something that would mean that people just wouldn't know who we were. Who are they? I don't know who they are. If you know it's mine, you already know a little bit about what the company is going to be about. And when people make mistakes, but they really care and their heart is in the right place and they'll do everything they can to fix it, you don't mind that they made mistakes. You don't mind working with someone who's just starting out and learning the ropes if you know that their heart is in the right place and they're good at what they do. And I think it really matters. It really matters. And it makes it holds me, in the case of having, a company named after myself, it holds me accountable. It means if there's a day where I feel like I might just want to phone it in today, I can't. There's no hiding behind the fact that everything that happens, that comes out of this organisation, no matter how big we are, it all ultimately comes from me or, represents me. So it also helps keep me honest, I think.